I'm Dr. Stephen Emerman. I was a professor of geology for over 30 years. I have studied and worked on issues related to groundwater and mining for over 40 years. I'm not anti-mining by any stretch, but this is the worst mining project I have ever encountered. I will talk about 4 things. 1, underestimation of water consumption. 2, underestimation of electricity consumption. 3, the extent of the crater, especially the potential impact on Apache Leap. 4, catastrophic danger to communities downstream from the tailings dams. My approach is based upon the precautionary principle, which states that one should be ultra-conservative when faced with great danger and great uncertainty. Representative Gosar agreed with this principle in his recent press release by self-quarantining himself due to coronavirus concerns. According to Rio Tinto, the foreign company that owns Resolution Copper, the mine will consume 15,700 acre-feet of water per year. This number has never been justified. Based on copper mining industry standards, 50,000 acre-feet per year would be a better estimate. That is, every year, a column of water covering a football field and 10 miles high. This mine will consume an enormous amount of water simply to transport the tailings through a 25-mile pipeline to the toxic waste dump. Water that is consumed is never coming back. In terms of electricity, the key unknown is the power required to pump out the large amount of nearly boiling geothermal water pouring into the mine and to refrigerate the mine. It will be 180 degrees in the mine. Humans cannot survive at that temperature. The mine could consume 22% of the peak power capacity of the Salt River project, which provides power to more than 2 million people. The peak power capacity is the blackout threshold. According to the DEIS, the block cave mining will create a crater with a maximum depth of 800 to 1,115 feet. Oak Flat will be destroyed. And according to Rio Tinto, the DIS, the closest approach of the subsidence zone to Apache Leap will be 1,115 feet. However, just based upon the uncertainty in the crater depth, the probability that the subsidence zone will reach Apache Leap is 9%. The probability is even greater because there are many questionable aspects of the subsidence modeling of the DEIS. The DEIS simply repeats the claims of Rio Tinto without justification. Tailings are the crushed rock particles that remain from the ore body after the copper has been removed. These tailings will be stored on the surface behind a dam that will be made from the tailings themselves. One of these tailings dams, the Brumadinho Dam, failed in Brazil last year. The flood of tailings traveled 75 miles per hour and killed 270 people. This Brumadinho Dam released 12.7 million cubic yards of tailings. By contrast, the tailings dam at the Resolution Copper Mine will store 1,315 million cubic yards, which is greater by a factor of over 100. It is not a question of if this tailings dam will fail, but when. At the end of the project, Rio Tinto will walk away from this dam and it will receive no further inspection or maintenance so that eventually it will fail. All the proposed sites for tailings dams in the DEIS are upstream from and very close to communities. The Silver King site is 2,500 feet above Superior. The dam at that site would be 1,040 feet high, the tallest tailings dam ever built by an extra 390 feet. The Near West site is 19,000 feet above Queen Valley. The Peg Lake site is 10.3 miles above Florence, a town with over 26,000 people. The Skunk Camp site is 17,000 feet above Dripping Springs. In the last year alone, 3 countries have restricted the distances between tailings dams and communities. Brazil has said that tailings dams cannot be built where there is a community within 10 kilometers downstream of the dam. That distance can be extended up to 25 kilometers, depending upon population density. Ecuador has adopted the same regulations. China has said that tailings dams cannot be built within 1 kilometer of a community. It should make you stop and think that we are seriously discussing a mining project in Arizona that would be illegal even in China. My recommendation is don't do it. Don't let this project go forward.